Hi and welcome back to the channel, where today I'm talking about nasties not getting into your Tesla. Specifically, on the front of the bumper you have quite a large air vent, which is super important because it allows air in to cool the battery when it gets a bit warm. But it's also large enough to allow leaves and nasties to get in there, which you then have to pick out, otherwise they just sit there and go mouldy, which isn't so cool. So today we're going to fit a really simple installation. In fact, we're going to fit a vent that's got a fine mesh over it that stops those nasties getting in the first place. It takes 2 minutes to install and could make all the difference in keeping the inside of your car clean. Stay tuned. Okay, so let's start at the front of the car. So the vent that's here, it's not super wide, as you can see on this camera here. There's a lot of solid plastic on either side, but that gap in the middle, you can get your fingers in, which means leaves get in really easily. Be better if they didn't get in the first place, which is where this comes in. Now, it's packaged in 2 halves because it's just easy to ship, but the idea is you put these 2 bits together and then that literally just clips over and stops those leaves getting in. Now, it's got adhesive at each side, but these bits actually clip onto the existing grille, so it's nice and solid when it's on. But let's have a go at actually putting this together and then we'll install it. So first things first, you've got to make these 2 into 1. Okay, so I've used one of these just to pop this front off, and it is literally, let me show you again, it is just a case of the clips that are already in place. So if I pop that back in, so you've got clips across the top and then it clips in at the bottom. So once you've undone those, it just pulls out. And then in relation to the second piece, which has these kind of extra bits that stick in there, so that then slots into there. Now I can see from the shape of the grille, it almost certainly will go in there like that. That looks quite smart as well, actually. Just a bit more black enhancement. I like it. So we'll take these stickers off. Check your surface is clean, and then make sure you line it up so it is dead central. Which it is. And it just nice and solidly clips into place. And that's it. Once it's in, it's in. I mean, the adhesive will hold it at the sides. It's clipped onto the grille, so it's not going anywhere. If you want to take these filters off, you can still use the same releases that I used when I was putting the 2 halves together. And that allows you, if you particularly need to take it out and give it maybe a bit of a hose down. But beyond that, it's installed. We're done. Now, of course, it's super important to keep the air inside the car nice and clean as well. And that's achieved by air coming in the car through 2 air filters that are located right in the middle of the center console behind the phone chargers. And then that comes into the aircon and then into the cabin. Now, Tesla recommend you replace those filters once every 12 months and said there's 2 in there. However, Topabyte will sell you a much less expensive version, which is every bit as effective, potentially slightly more. These actually remove 99.7% of the pollutants that can come into the car to ensure you don't breathe them. You can install them yourself. It means taking the panel apart down the side here, and it is on the right. Whether your car is left or right-hand drive, the access to the air filter is always on the right. Good to know. So it means you've got to pop the panel behind the steering off and then the panel on the side and then unscrew it and replace. Getting in there is a little bit tricky. You've got to allow some time to do it. If I show you here, this is where I popped the panel off just to be able to show you around a little bit. So as you can see, you've got to be a little bit bold to have a go, but at the same time, it's going to save you a ton of money rather than Tesla doing it. And it's not overly complicated. It's just a little bit time consuming. And that's it. It's that straightforward. Huge thanks to Topabyte for supporting today's video by providing this. The link to their website is up there and there's a discount code in the description below. I look forward to showing you more accessories for the Tesla very soon. So stay tuned and I'll see you then. Bye.